Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I'm happy to be here today. I'm working in two new journals. They're really similar. They're not quite the same, but they're just kind of one signature. I wanted to use this pretty tapestry fabric, if you remember, and it wouldn't match my uh, medieval journal, so I have continued to want to use it, and I found the prettiest papers from Raindrop Lila on Etsy, and so I have made two because the kit was just so pretty, and so I'm kind of making them very similar, but this one you can see has squared corners and has the little metal book corners, and this one is just rounded. And so I haven't decided yet what I'm doing on the front or for a closure. I might use sari silk, I might use ribbon, I don't know, but so some of the elements are really very similar, like these double book page pockets just with a sticker on it, and but others of them are really kind of different. So like this, I made a cluster belly band for this one, and I made a cluster belly band for this one, but you can see that they're very different. Anyway, so but today I'm going to make two pockets for these journals, and they are pretty much the same. I'm using this template from my pocket pouch. It's a flip up and down. This is probably one of my very favorite pockets to make, and so I just decided that I would do it as a pocket pattern today and show you how to do it. It's really simple, and there's a variation that I use a lot. I think this was probably the first pocket that I ever put in a journal. I don't know who I saw do it. It was back in the days when I was, scouring the YouTube and watching everybody, and so it was somebody in the old days. But I'm pretty happy with this pocket. I put it in almost every journal I make. So I call it a flip up and down. So it flips like this, and then you glue it on three sides so it becomes a pocket in the back, and then it opens so that you can journal. And then I usually put a closure on it like this, and then that kind of keeps it closed. So I'm using today these two pretty images from Lydia's kit. I will put all of the kit information down in the description box. But you can either make it so that it is glued on the bottom and closes like this, or you can put it so that it's glued on the top and hangs with a little bit of weight at the bottom that kind of keeps it closed. And that's essentially, that's how simple it is. So let me put these together, and then we'll put them in the journals and you can see how they look. So it's just an offcut. So it's a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So this length is 12, and this length is about 4¼ inches, which is it. So it takes up, the whole page. But what you have to remember is, if you're going to glue it on the bottom, is that you have to leave this little space unglued here so that that will slide back, and you want to put it down a little ways from the top, otherwise it becomes really hard. So I usually, when I'm gluing it, I usually just put my finger like that, and then that helps me remember that I'm not going to glue that part. And I just put a little bit of glue on the back and glue that down. Okay, so you see how that works. Let me make sure that it's on straight. Yep. Okay. And then, of course, I like to distress. Okay, and then the other one. Let me do the distressing first, I think, might help. Oh, the sun's going away. We had a little bit of snow yesterday. It was pretty nice to get something. We sure haven't had much moisture this year, sadly. Unlike California, I guess, who's just gotten it all. I'm sure they'd be willing to share at this point. So this side we're just going to glue on the top and let it hang. And then that, creates a little bit of weight. Let me center that a little better. Get up on my toes and make sure it's straight. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's bring the journals over. And this one, now there's my place. Wanted this one to go here, and I'm trying to remember, one of them needed to be weighted and the other one to flip, have that kind of that funny flip. Where was I putting this one? There it is. Yes. I think I wanted this one on this page. And this one on this page. Okay, so let me just put, if any of you know who did this idea about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. That's when I first started junk journaling. I mean, I actually started in about, I would say, well, I guess it was about 6 years ago. But I kind of started with smashbooking. That's how I came to junk journaling, from smashbooking. So it would have been all that time ago somebody was doing this. I wish I could give credit, but I sure have used this idea a lot. Okay, so that then lays there, and then it flips up and flips down, and then you have all this room to journal, and this kind of keeps that flap down. So you can do it that way, or you can do it this way. Anyway, if you know, I know that Dear Julie does this. Once I started watching her, this is one of the elements that she likes to use as well. So I hate to cover up those roses, aren't they pretty? But there's another one on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. I think that's just really pretty. Yeah. And then, of course, you've got room in the pocket, to put a tag in the back, which I like to do. And then this has that cute little closure there. Okay. So there's that one. And where did I put this one? Oh, there it is. All right, there it is, that pocket pattern, pretty easy. Just a 12 by 4.5 or 4-inch strip, and then fold it in thirds, and you've got to flip up and down. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I will be back with more in these journals. Bye-bye.